Are you thinking about divorce in Mississippi? Board-certified family law attorneys Craig Robertson and Matt Easterling run one of the most successful boutique law firms in Mississippi. This short video will arm you with information about the basics of the divorce process. There are three big components to any Mississippi divorce. The first is the divorce itself. The second are issues concerning children, and the third is property distribution, which includes alimony. Divorce. You can get a divorce in Mississippi if you have a reason or if you agree. Seeking to get divorced based on a legally recognized reason is a fault-based divorce. A fault-based divorce is expensive, both emotionally and through the investment of time, energy, and money. Unfortunately, a fault-based divorce is often the best way to start the process, even if you end up agreeing to a no-fault settlement agreement. While there are as many reasons to get divorced as there are people who suffer through the process, there are only a few common reasons for a divorce defined by law, and still fewer which are commonly pled in divorce litigation. A fault-based divorce in Mississippi is a lawsuit basically like any other. It starts with filing a complaint, and it technically ends after a trial before an elected judge called the chancellor. The best, fastest, easiest, least expensive, and most common way to get a divorce in Mississippi is a no-fault divorce. To be technically correct, we do not have true no-fault divorce in Mississippi, but we do have divorce by consent. We call divorce by consent irreconcilable differences. An irreconcilable differences divorce is relatively easy to obtain, and they are almost always more emotionally difficult than legally complicated. If both parties are ready to move past the marriage and are fully informed concerning their financial estate, several documents will need to be generated and filed in the Chancery Court records. But most important is the divorce contract, which is the negotiated settlement document which contains all the terms and conditions of the divorce. After a waiting period, the divorce contract will be presented to a judge, and if approved, will become the law between the now divorced couple. Children. By far, the most important factor in a Mississippi divorce are the issues concerning your children who are under the age of 21. Attorneys and courts consider both a child's custody and their financial support regardless of whether or not the divorce is based upon an agreement or a reason. When weighing custody, the best interest of the children is controlling, and the judge is to consider a list of common sense reasons known as the Albright factors. The two types of custody are legal and physical. Legal custody is the intellectual side of custody. It entails the decision-making responsibilities of parenting. It involves your children's health, education, extracurricular activities, religious training, and every other decision parents make. Physical custody simply entails with whom the child lives most of the time. The other parent is the visiting parent, and a detailed schedule of access or parenting time is created. In some cases, parents may have both legal and physical custody, but the most common arrangement is for the parents to share the thinking side of custody, while the child will make their home with one parent most of the time. Also, when children are impacted by divorce, their financial support must be considered. Financial support issues are child support, daycare, health-related expenses, life insurance, college, extracurricular activities, and often other financial responsibilities most parents pay. Property division. The last category for a Mississippi divorce is property division. Mississippi is an equitable distribution state. It's important to understand equitable does not mean equal. Instead, equitable means fair. To determine what is fair, chancellors take into account several different factors and circumstances. Generally, all property division is done in a step-by-step process. First, the property is either determined to be marital or non-marital. Second, the property labeled marital is then valued based upon fair market value. Third, the marital property is divided between the two parties. Finally, alimony may be awarded to one party if necessary. All this sound confusing? Need information custom tailored to your situation? When you think you are ready to be more informed and have customized analysis, we will sit with you in person or over a conference call to educate you. Think through your goals and make a plan to accomplish them. You will feel better, more informed, and more in control. You can start the process by simply calling our office or by clicking the link on our website, www.robertson.ms.